This is the complete list of LEGO Star Wars sets that will retire at the end of 2024. In this video I will show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, graded from worst to best. Remember, we can't say for sure which sets will be a hit after retirement, but we can evaluate their potential and try to make informed decisions. The list will start with the worst sets first, so without wasting time, here is the worst of the worst. No surprise here, this Young Jedi Adventures Tenoo Jedi Temple is a 4+ set released in June of 2023. It has a low number of pieces and it's extremely expensive at €43. While the minifigs are valued at around €24, this still does not change the fact that the price per piece is horrendous. The minifigs do have a redeeming value in that they are unique to this set, making this an interesting choice if you see it at 50 or 60% off. There is no way that LEGO will ever release this set again with these minifigs and this 4+ lineup, so obviously it gets 5 stars here. But being a set intended for the very young does take its toll, as its appeal and coolness ratings get 0 bonus stars. Lastly, it is quite a unique set, so max rating here. This brings the grand total to a value rating of 146, which places it in the bad investment category. Next is an unlikely candidate. Yoda's Jedi Starfighter had all the potential in the world when it dropped in August 2023. However, LEGO made sure to glass that potential by pricing it at €35. I have to remind you that Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter set had 30 more pieces and 1 more minifig for the same exact price. The minifigs add up to a value of €10, so the price per piece is not bad, but it doesn't get any bonus stars either. One of the minifigs is unique to this set and that brings 1 bonus star. However, this set is a re-release of the 2018 Yoda Jedi Starfighter, so in terms of re-release it only gets 2 stars. The set is quite compact for the number of pieces due to the folding wings, and its appeal for me tops out at 1 star. However, when we're talking about coolness, which is a measure of Star Wars nerdiness, I do see this as a 3-star set. Not maximum, but enough to tickle a fan's fancy. Lastly, due to its early re-release schedule, this gets 0 stars in the unique category. I fully expect to see another Yoda Jedi Starfighter in the future. The total value rating for this set is 189, just a bit under the mark for at least being a regular set. Had it been €5 cheaper or included another exclusive minifig, it would have passed. We are now entering the regular category and I present to you the ugliest, in my opinion, set of 2023. This is a highly expensive set which does include a regular Chewie minifigure, and I have to say having a plaque is also nice, but that's where the pluses kind of stop in my opinion. The price per piece is 9 cents, so it gets 1 star here. However, the minifigure is not unique at all and is valued at only €5. It is a set that will likely never be re-released, and maybe for good reason. Look, I get it if you like this set, however, it does not vibe for me. I don't like the way humans can be built with bricks, it doesn't feel natural. Nothing against robots like C-3PO and R2-D2, which look okay, but brick-built humanoids, not my cup of tea. Although, I have to admit the whole collection, R2, C-3PO, Chewie, and whoever will join them in the future, might look cool. Until then, 0 stars on appeal for me and 0 stars on coolness. But I will rate it 5 stars for uniqueness. And this brings us to a value rating of 248. While our evaluation is not very good for the set, who knows what will happen in the future if this series will get like 5 or 6 sets that are meant to be displayed together. Next is the first Microfighter to ever have 2 minifigs. The Mandalorian and 1 Starfighter is retailing for €16, but its 2 minifigs are evaluated at an average cost of €12 right now, so good prospects here. Based on that, its price per piece is very good, so it gets 3 stars. Sadly, the minifigs are not unique to this set, so no bonus stars here. All Microfighters have been released just once and it's a very low chance of ever seeing them again, so 5 stars for re-release potential. However, being a small and basic set, it gets no stars for appeal or coolness. Sure, you might say there are microfighter collectors out there, and I will agree. However, I just don't feel comfortable giving microfighters a collectible bonus, as that can be true for helmets, midi-scale ship, etc., as LEGO basically does whole sub-teams. I can rank it 5 stars for uniqueness though, as we will likely not see this again. With a value rating of 293, it's smack dab in the middle of the regular evaluation scale.
Not bad, not bad. Now you.
Next, we're going to be doing 3 similar sets one after the other. The Stormtrooper Mech is part of a trio of mechs launched in August 2023. They all retail for €16 and have a similar piece count and include a minifig usually valued at around €7-8. The price per piece is good, so 2 stars here. The Stormtrooper minifig is not unique, but we will likely not see this particular set be re-released again, kind of like the Microfighters. It does have a small appeal rating of 1 star, but 0 coolness. There are no mechs in the Star Wars canon universe, and for me this does absolutely nothing. Sure, it's a cheapish way of getting kids to Star Wars, but I do not like the fact that LEGO introduced these non-canon vehicles. 5 stars for uniqueness since it's the first of its kind. This totals a value rating of 297, a mid-regular rating.
Take over.
We're going to go now fast through the other 2 sets, starting with the Vader mech. Almost the exact same piece count and the minifig is a bit more expensive. The star ratings are exactly the same as the Stormtrooper, but we do award 1 star for coolness because this set is a cheap way of getting a Darth Vader minifig, which is worth something. That 1 star increases the value rating of the set to 327, a bit higher than the Stormtrooper. And lastly, we have the Boba Fett mech, which does have quite a bit more pieces for its size, but the minifig being on the same level with the Stormtrooper in price. This too keeps the mech ratings and has 1 star on coolness as well due to the fact that, again, this is a cheap way of getting a Boba Fett minifigure. This also brings this set to a value rating of 327. And look, as a closing thought, I can get behind the recolored Millennium Falcon and some comic-only minifigs, but not mechs. However, I do have to admit the Luke Skywalker X-Wing mech is the one that I like, so maybe there is hope in the future. Now for something completely different, the Mandalorian Pirate Snub Fighter. Released in May 2023, this set follows the new €35 for a 2 minifig and 250 to 80 pieces set, which is kind of pricey. However, these 2 minifigs are valued around €14, so the price per piece of the set is good, so it gets 2 stars. Both minifigs are unique to this set, so this gets 2 stars as well. This ship being from a movie series, I doubt we will see it anytime soon again, so this gets 5 stars for re-release and uniqueness. However, its uniqueness is also its downfall. This is not a named ship, but a random pirate fighter, which shows up I think in 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. It's blocky and grey and it gets no stars from me on the appeal front. I do however award it 1 star for coolness due to the unique minifigs and for the overall compact build. This means a value rating of 356 for this set. Not a lot, and the 2 minifigs are definitely hurting. Come on LEGO, just add 1 more minifig and we're cool.
Just do it!
Next is another microfighter, namely the Boba Fett Starship, aka the Slave One. Coming to us from a time when the microfighters were only €10, this one has a great piece count and a €5 minifig in it. The price is pretty good, so we're gonna go ahead and award it 2 stars. What is even more crazy is that the minifig is unique to this set with beautiful arm printing. As a microfighter, this gets 5 stars for the release potential, as it's unlikely this will ever be produced again. Due to the unique minifig and how exquisite it is, this set does get 1 star for appeal and 1 for coolness. At €10 you can get a unique minifig with arm printing. Let's be serious, that is an amazing deal. And of course we rate it 5 stars for uniqueness. All of this does make for a value rating of 359, quite close to the upper limit of the regular sets.
Yeah, boy.
And now for something completely different, we have Luke Skywalker's Landspeeder UCS set. quite expensive at €240, it does have a lot of pieces, but we can clearly see it already breaks our 10 pieces per euro baseline. Luckily, the two minifigs in this set are valued at around €34. Even so, the price per piece is 11 cents, so it gets no star on the price valuation from us. One minifigure being exclusive to this set does award 1 star on this category, and we can safely say the re-release potential for this set is low, so it gets 5 stars here. Okay, enough bashing the set, now for the good part. It looks good when being displayed, and the build is clean and crisp with just enough details that you'd expect from a new CS set. 3 stars for appeal. For a Star Wars fan, this is a super cool set, as you can see this vehicle in A New Hope, which is the first Star Wars movie of the franchise, so obviously 5 stars for coolness. As for uniqueness, this set has been remade in various forms, but obviously this is the first UCS one, so we awarded 3 stars. All of this combines for a rating of 376, but it's right on the edge of going over to the good sets category. And now, speaking of good sets, here we are. These sets have several things going for them and good potential for increase over the years. The first one is the Millennium Falcon from The Rise of Skywalker. Released in October 2019, it has been a long time on the shelves. The price is pretty steep, but it does have 7 minifigs valued at around €83, half of the set's worth. This makes it so that the price per piece is 6 cents, so it gets 2 stars on the price category. Only 2 of the minifigs are exclusive to this set, so it also gets 2 stars on this category. Being a Millennium Falcon unfortunately gives it only 1 star on the re-release category, as LEGO always keeps a play scale 1 on the shelves at all times. However, saying that, this set gets 5 stars for display appeal, as it looks really good and has a lot of small details added. Also, this is probably the most known vehicle in the whole of Star Wars franchise, so it also gets 5 stars for coolness. But it's not really unique due to the fact that this is usually released often in different forms. All of this adds up to a value rating of 428.
Hey, that's pretty good.
The next set is really close to my heart. The 2021 R2-D2 was the set that brought me into LEGO, as I received this as a gift on my birthday 2 years ago. It's an expensive set for sure, and it does have a lot of pieces as well, with a small R2-D2 minifig which is worth only around €5. The price per piece is 10 cents, which is our baseline, so no stars given here. The minifig is not exclusive, so no stars here as well. However, the other UCS R2-D2 set was released in 2013 and retired in 2014, so we can expect this to pop every 10 years or so. The set does look good being displayed though, and it has a plaque, so 4 stars for appeal. Not a maximum of 5 stars, but pretty close. As for coolness, the Star Wars classic robots are cool, but not as cool as ships. Lastly, 5 stars for uniqueness, as releases of these sets are far between, so the next one should be probably around 2030 or so. All of this adds up to a value rating of 437, making this a good purchase for investment. Not the best, but it does have potential.
Where do you think you're going?
The Emperor's Throne Room diorama marks the first diorama on our list to be evaluated. Released in 2023, it's pretty expensive for the number of pieces when you first look at it. It does have 3 minifigs which are valued at around €35 right now, and this drives the price per piece to 8 cents, so it does get 1 star for price. The Luke Skywalker minifig is the star of this set and is exclusive to this set. As for dioramas, I don't expect there will be another released anytime soon, as this is not a common sub-theme, so 5 stars on the re-release potential. The build looks good and is very clean, but it's not a ship or a famous vehicle, so 3 stars out of 5 here. But the whole Return of the Jedi vibe that we have here with Luke and Vader facing off in front of the Emperor is amazing, and this drives this pretty high on the coolness scale for me. Lastly, dioramas are pretty unique, and I don't think we're gonna see re-releases of these anytime soon. The whole thing comes down to a value rating of 495, halfway to the upper limit of the good sets.
Welcome, young Skywalker.
Next is Princess Leia's helmet, released in March of 2023. While the set is a bit pricey for the number of pieces in it and it has no minifigs, it's one of my favorite sets from the helmet collection. These helmet sets are never going to be re-released and are one of the most collectible sub-theme out there with great appeal to the serious adult collector. So while this is not exclusive and it doesn't have any minifigs and it's a bit expensive, I do feel compelled to rate it with 5 stars on all the other categories. I even did a video explaining how the helmet collection was released and we have amazing rumors on AT-AT Driver, Jango Fett and Kylo Ren helmets coming next year. Amazing. For this particular helmet, the value rating sits at 506. It's a good asset to get into your stash. 2023 was a good year for the Mandalorian releases. The Spider Tank is a strange vehicle we've seen in one of the series episodes. The retail price is extremely good when keeping in mind the number of pieces and the fact that the set has 3 minifigs which are valued at around 37 euros. This makes it basically a very good set to invest in for the parts, if you have a brickling shop. Only one of the minifigs is exclusive, namely Bo-Katan. But by the way, this goes for 25 euros right now, so this is hard carrying the set. Surprisingly, this is also an exclusive set which boosts its scarcity after retirement. However, I see no appeal here as the build is crab-like indeed, but grey and dull for the most part. As for the Star Wars nerd factor, I don't see anything cool here as well. However, being a random robot in a single episode of The Mandalorian does have its advantages, as it's not likely to be re-released anytime soon, so it will stay unique. In conclusion, it has a value rating of 520.
Can you dig it?
The second diorama to retire this year is the Endor Speed Chase. Now, this was discussed a lot when it released, but it's pretty expensive for its size. 80 euro for 608 pieces and 3 minifigures is kind of stingy, but luckily you could find it on discount most of the time. The 3 minifigures are valued at around 26 euro, so this does drive the price per piece down, so this set gets 1 star for price. Also, all 3 are exclusive to this set, so that's another bonus 3 stars. Being a diorama, the set will probably never be released again, and it is pretty unique. For appeal, I am rating this as 3 stars. I think that is a decent rating for dioramas in general and I wouldn't go any higher. As for coolness, this is not as cool as the Emperor Throne Room diorama, so I do award it only 3 stars. Maybe if they would have included a bunker entrance or a random Ewok, I would have gone higher. Overall, the set has a value rating of 544, which is quite respectable. I do expect it to gain more value as soon as the Luke and Leia from the set rise in price accordingly after retirement, since they are exclusive to this set. Now we're coming to the second helmet retiring this year, namely Clone Commander Cody. From the start, we can see that this set has a much better price per piece ratio than Leia's helmet with 766 pieces for 70 euros. Given all the other categories are evaluated the same as Princess Leia, 5 for re-release, 5 for appeal, 5 for coolness and uniqueness, having the better price per piece does get it 1 star, which drives its value rating a bit higher to 557. I actually bought 4 of these on discount to keep in my stash after retirement, as I strongly believe the clone factor will make it desirable.
Begun. The Clone War has.
Here we are again with a new CS set. The 2021 AT-AT deserves great recognition for how well this set looks. The price is extremely steep though, and looking only to the piece count immediately puts us on guard. The set does have 9 minifigs which are valued at around 119 euros, sweetening the deal a bit, but on the price category this fares kinda low. 5 of the minifigs are exclusive to this set and there's not much potential for another re-release soon, so it gets us going for it. But also, this is a monster of a set to display. It's probably one of the coolest vehicle designs that LEGO has ever made for a Star Wars fan. Easily 5 stars on both appeal and coolness, and given it's a unique take of the AT-AT, I don't expect to see any released for the foreseeable future. That does bring its value rating to 592, just a sliver under the excellent rating category. If you have the money and the space and you get at least 20% off, this is a very good set to get. The Mandalorian Fang Fighter vs TIE Interceptor is the first dual set released in April of 2023. Since then, LEGO has started to spoil us with double ship sets with great value. The retail price is exactly what you'd expect from this, with enough pieces and 4 minifigs. The minifigs are not valued that much, but €20 still helps with the price as it pushes it to 1-star territory. Only one of the minifigs is unique, and that is the Astromech droid. Now comes the big driver for this set's value rating. It gets no less than 14 stars on its re-release potential because the last TIE Interceptor set of similar size was released in 2006. So anyone wanting a decently sized, not UCS, TIE Interceptor will look for this set. The ships look cool, and if this would have had only the TIE, it would have been 5 stars. However, the Fang Fighter is little more than a pancake, so I rate it as only 3 stars. For coolness, 3 stars as well. The TIE is amazing and is probably my favorite TIE design, but again this is dragged down a bit by the Fang Fighter. And lastly, for uniqueness, this will be remade sometimes in the future, we just don't know when, but it's probably gonna be far enough that it's worth 3 stars. In total, this combines to a value rating of 638, which places this set in the excellent category. As a personal note, I do dream of a new TIE Interceptor box with the Crimson variant spoiled to us in the Hidden Empire 4 comic. Another eyebrow-raising release, the Yavin 4 Rebel Base. This set, when it came out, made everybody feel that LEGO is just milking our minifigure needs by releasing this extremely unbalanced set. €170 for a 1066 piece count set is a bit absurd even if it sports 12 minifigs. Luckily, the minifigs have increased in price since then, so they are now valued at €93. This makes the price per piece actually good at 7 cents, so this set gets 2 stars for price. 7 out of 12 minifigs are exclusive, so this again bumps this set up with 7 stars on this category. And while I hate to admit it a bit, the set does look good when displayed and the mini Y-Wing helps a lot. As for coolness, if this would have been a bit bigger and better representing the Yavin 4 base, maybe I would have rated it higher. As it stands, this is a pretty expensive way of getting those exclusive minifigs. But it is quite an unique set, so 5 stars here. Being carried by the minifigs and their increase in price yields us a value rating of 656, firmly affirming this as an excellent set, but only on the account of those minifigs. Now for one of the few Ahsoka sets of 2023, E-Wing vs Shin Hati Starfighter. From the start, I have to tell you that this set should not exist. The E-Wing did not fight with Shin Hati Starfighter, but I assume this set was scheduled way before anyone could see the actual episodes. The price of the set is decent for the number of pieces, and it does sport 5 minifigs valued around €42. This obviously helps its price rating by a lot, giving it 2 stars. Surprisingly, all 5 of the minifigs are unique to this set, so that's a massive boost to its value rating. Given the ships are from a movie series, it's not likely we're going to see this set re-released anytime soon. The Starfighter is pretty cool, but the star of the set is the E-Wing. Both ships look cool and are extremely clean and crisp, so they look great when displayed. As for coolness, based only on the fact that this is the first E-Wing we've ever seen, the set deserves at least 3 stars. So yeah, this is quite a unique combination of ships, so I expect this set will remain unique in the future. Total value rating of 684, massively inflated by exclusive minifigs and the first ever build of the E-Wing. And now for something completely different that I am sure you would not expect. 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper Battle Pack gives you a small squad of clone troopers supported by a swamp speeder. While the number of pieces is low, the 4 minifigs included are valued at €16, practically 75% of the set value. This boosts its price rating to 3 stars, and furthermore all 4 minifigs are unique to this set. This battle pack will not be released anytime soon probably, so we're awarding 5 stars for both re-released and uniqueness. Also, we have a rule. All battle packs are worth at least 3 stars for appeal and coolness, so we're sticking to that rule. This set has nothing special to drive it a bit further, but being a battle pack has its perks. With an investment rating of 692, there will be collectors out there that will want this specific legion to collect once this retires. The last set to be evaluated today is the Mos Eisley Cantina. I did a whole video on it and how this set blows everything out of the water with a value rating of 1443. The minifigs for this set alone are valued at 343 euros, so if you manage to get it at 20% off, that's just a minifig value. Out of 21 minifigs, 9 are exclusive, so that's a huge 9-star boost. Lastly, as I explained in the previous video, it displays extraordinarily well and is probably one of the coolest playsets LEGO has ever made, bar Escape from Cloud City. There's not much to say as the cantina is fast disappearing from the shelves. You will regret not buying this after it's gone, as I only see it go up extremely fast, mainly due to the exclusive minifigs. Okay, that's it guys. Here's a quick rundown of where we placed all the sets that are retiring this year. Ideally, you would want to invest in excellent or legendary sets, but this will be pretty rare. Instead, you can just focus on some of the good or even regular sets to boost your stash, which is what I did. I purchased Ahsoka battle packs and helmets for this year's retirement list as I'm still a small-time investor and space is at a premium. Let me know in the comments what's your opinion on the rankings, and as always, thank you for watching and happy hunting!